Hello, fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. This reading is focused on my divine feminines tuning in. We're going to be taking a look at why the divine masculine has ghosted you, and ultimately, will they have a change of heart and try to reach out? This is a timeless reading, guys, whenever you're guided to tune in, and hopefully it resonates. And it is general, as always, guys. It won't resonate with every single person. Please do take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. And as always, I'll include a link to all of the decks that you see here today and the creators. All right, guys, so let's get started. This is a brand new deck, actually, that I've been gifted by my soul sister, Angelic Revelation 144. And it's called I Just Got Spooked, Why I Ghosted. Okay, so we're not even going to pull focus messages this time. We're just going to get right into it to see what's going on here and why you were ghosted to begin with. Why did the divine masculine ghost you, feminines? All right, so let's see. Let's take a look. So we're going to pull a few scenarios here. So take whichever one you're most guided towards. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Why the divine masculine ghosted the divine feminine. What's up? Angels and spirit guides, please, for fire signs. Too much power. So perhaps there was a bit of a power struggle here for some of you guys. And that ultimately creates an out of balance vibe in a partnership. You know, where somebody's just giving too much or taking too much, and then it ends up being a bit of a power struggle, I'm feeling. So that could have been part of the reason for some of you guys trying to find the real me. Okay, so they ghosted you, feminines, possibly because they themselves were really dealing with a lot on their own, and they just went off on their own to try to find who they really were, to find some sense of direction in their life, perhaps. For some of you guys, this could have been a problem, interfering mother. Okay, so you might have been dealing with a mama's boy here, or just a very overbearing parent, mother figure that got in the way of the connection. Another reason why you might have been ghosted, feminines, is because your masculine was feeling insecure. And the next message is ashamed. Maybe they did something to hurt you, to embarrass themselves, to ruin the dynamic of the relationship. And then for some of you guys, we've got too many influences, which to me can represent a third party situation. It could be also family interference. Already we've got the mother figure here, okay? So those are some of the reasons why you have been ghosted here. So let's dig a little bit deeper to see what's going on and if this is something that can be turned around. All right, so let's grab some insight from the Pining Rose Love Oracle by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Why did this divine masculine ghost the divine feminine? So we already have some ideas as to why. So we're now taking a look at, is it possible for you guys to still work this out? Will they eventually reach out? Have a change of heart? Have they worked on themselves? Whatever the reason was that they ghosted you, have they worked on that? Is it no longer a factor? Yeah, no doubt you guys are in separation. Okay, so for some of you guys, there is a bit of a stalemate here. So there's not a whole lot of movement going on, considering, look at all of these reasons why you could have been ghosted. So there's no movement. It's like you guys are at a crossroads. This next card, it says soon, and this is just my weird interpretation of this card, okay? We've got 3 flames here. Obviously, 2 flames for me represents a twin flame connection. Add in that 3rd flame, for me it represents a third party. Okay, so we already have too many influences that are coming through here. So I really do feel that's part of the reason why you were ghosted, because they ended up leaving you for somebody else. We have I'm lost without you. So perhaps when you guys went into separation, this is how it made you feel, you know, that you're lost without your masculine feminines, you know? And it could also go both ways. It's like one of those things where they ghosted you and maybe they have regrets. That's why it's falling right below feeling insecure. You know, those regrets are kind of overwhelming them. And maybe they're ashamed of what they've done. They're ashamed of ghosting you. Maybe they're embarrassed to reach out for whatever reason. And they as well could be feeling lost without you. We have sorrow. Okay. So this wasn't an easy journey for either of you, I feel. I'm kind of feeling here, feminines, that when your divine masculine ghosted you, yes, it hurt you, but I feel they weren't expecting it to hurt them. They weren't expecting their heart to be affected. And part of the reason why it affected them that way is because you guys were connecting in this soul level vibe. There's that very special soul connection that you guys had shared to begin with. So how did that affect them? It could have totally brought on this insomnia where they couldn't sleep. They were losing sleep over this. They know that they messed up. That's just what I'm getting from that. I'm kind of feeling for the divine masculine. You know, they stay up late at night thinking about you, unable to get you off their mind despite the challenges that you guys have endured in this partnership. And then we've got celebration here, which for me is like the Two of Cups energy. So some of you guys might be focused on a water sign here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That Two of Cups is unity. They still feel the connection, perhaps, wanting to revive the partnership. Yes, this is your ex-lover. They have ghosted you more than likely. That's what we're focusing on here. But they're feeling very nostalgic. They're missing you. They're thinking about you still, I feel, feminines. And you guys were destined, okay? You were destined to meet each other in this lifetime. What I'm getting here for the collective is that you were dealing with a divine masculine who really didn't appreciate what they had with you when you guys were together. And so they ended up ghosting you, however way that played out. They weren't expecting for their heart space to be affected the way it was. For some of you, your person ended up being with a third party. And for some of you guys, this 30, this third party element might have been a thing of the past that could have totally fizzled out, you know? So it's almost like they had to learn their own lessons and just deal with their own consequences from their own actions, you know? They were influenced by other people. They had an interfering parent trying to find who they really were. And maybe they were always trying to get the last word in when you guys were talking or arguing. You know, a bit of a power struggle is what's presenting itself here. And they're losing sleep over the fact that you guys are not together. So yeah, they might have ghosted you, but I also feel that they have a lot of regrets over what's happened here between the two of you. I don't think this has been a very easy journey for your masculine. Whether you've ever heard from them up to this point or not, I feel they have a lot of regrets. Let's see where else. So let's grab some messages from the Twin Flame Journey. This is by Mystic Moon. And of course, you don't have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the deck. All right, let's see. What do we have here? Is there a chance that your masculine will have a change of heart and reach out? Because right now, clearly, we have a separation and a stalemate. Well, looky here. Here's our divine masculine coming in as the Emperor. This Emperor is a no-nonsense type masculine, you know? He goes after what it is that he wants, and he typically gets it. And if he still wants you, feminines, he's coming in, okay? But clearly we do have the Two of Swords represented here again. So we've got the stalemate energy already here, and it's still coming through here because that's just the reality of things, you know? So some of you guys might be dealing with a masculine who's just unable to come to a decision at this point in time, especially if they're still trying to figure out who they are, you know, and if they're dealing with an interfering mother, if they've got third party situations that they're dealing with, they might be a little bit torn here with the decisions that they've made, especially if they're still feeling so connected to you, feminines, okay? And then we've got the Ten of Wands. This is interesting because Wands is your own fire energy here. So what you're being guided to do, my feminines, is to lay down the heavy burdens attached to this connection. You know, let them figure it out. If they want to come back towards you, then they can carry these burdens that they've created for themselves and the connection. And if they've attached themselves to a third party, that's their issue. That's their problem if it ends up not working out, you know? Nothing here for you to do, really. Just lay down the burdens of what you've been carrying when it comes to what happened here, because you can still ultimately move on and focus on yourself if they don't get their shit together, you know? And if you yourself are able to relate to this Insomnia card, if you've been staying up late, feminines, really stressing out over what's happened here between the two of you, if you've been feeling very nostalgic about your person, your masculine, just know that it's time for you to perhaps lay down the heaviness that you've been carrying when it comes to what happened. Because ultimately, look at the next card. We've got the Three of Pentacles. It's all about collaboration. Exactly. In order for this to work, they're going to have to work with you. They're going to have to collaborate with you for you guys to work as a team to fix this relationship, because they ghosted you. That's ultimately what it is that we're focusing on here. They created this because they ghosted you. And so really, there's nothing here for you to do aside from just waiting to see what it is that they're wanting to implement in their own life, you know? But I don't expect my feminines to just be sitting here doing nothing and just wallowing away into nothing, just waiting for this masculine. Absolutely not. That's why you're being directed to lay down these heavy burdens so that you can lighten the load of what you've been carrying so that you can move on. And part of moving on could certainly lead you down a road of finding love elsewhere. You know, you're not putting your life on hold waiting for this masculine to return. Can it be possible? Sure. But, you know, you're not putting your life on hold waiting for that to happen. We've got the Page of Wands here. So more fire energy here, excitement, curiosity. You know, perhaps part of your curiosity might be towards a new love and what the future has in store for you. The future looks really bright and exciting for you. You've already experienced sorrow. You already know what that's like. So it's time for you to veer away from that type of energy and welcome in this type of vibe from the Page of Wands, which is your very own energy, you know? It's time for you to explore and see what else is out there for you. And I love this for you, my fire signs, because this is the Ace of Wands, more of your own vibe here. Spark, yes. I feel for some of you guys what this could represent is a new beginning for you and your divine masculine. Okay, because I kind of feel some of you guys are dealing with a masculine who's got some regrets that they did ghost you to begin with. So this spark here is ultimately what might bring them back. They still feel connected to you. You guys are still connecting on this soul level. They just have to get rid of all of these interferences and influences from other people, whether it's through a third-party situation or an interfering mother or even a father. If they want you, they're going to have to come towards you and open up lines of communication to bring about this new beginning. And I really feel, since we started off with the Emperor, that will come through for some of you guys. Yes, you're in separation for now. Yes, there is a stalemate for now. But this is coming through for a reason soon. Okay, so for those of you especially who are dealing with a third-party situation, perhaps soon, that will be a thing of the past. And it'll just boil down to the two of you and this divine masculine wanting to be back with you, feminines, giving you guys the opportunity to work as a team, to collaborate, to fix what's broken between the two of you guys. And lastly, we have the Hangman. New perspective, being able to see things with a different set of eyes. you know? And part of the Hangman energy is letting go. Letting go of what is no longer serving a purpose in one's life. So my feminines, perhaps some of you guys decided to work on yourself and let go of this masculine who has ghosted you, and maybe you are focusing on your own life and a new direction, possibly even a new love connection at this point. But this could also be for the masculine, detaching and letting go from toxic situations, from a parent who's interfering in their business, from third-party situations, from their insecurities, from their power struggles, you know, whatever it is that they're dealing with. Letting all of that baggage go in order to lay down their heavy burdens to come towards you without all of the past baggage that was attached to why you guys were ghosted to begin with. So if they can actually address that, then perhaps it's a possibility, sure, that they will reach out and come towards you and possibly give this another try. Anything is possible here. So let's grab some insight here from the Romantic Confessions from the Divine Masculine deck. Let's take a look and see what this masculine has to say in addition to why you were ghosted, my feminines. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. All right, so what are some of these romantic confessions from your masculine? Give us a better understanding. It is because of you that I know what unconditional love is. And it is because of you, my feminines, that there is still a spark that they feel with you. Look at this. I regret not choosing you. You see? They might have ghosted you, but they have some regrets here. I am always looking for you in everyone I meet. Too many influences, too many choices, but none of them were the right ones because they should have chosen you. You were the right choice. Just like I said, they're reminiscing, guys. Okay, I reminisce about our memories often. That's why we've got this nostalgia. Okay, they're remembering all the good times that you guys have shared. They're staying up late at night. They can't get any sleep. Wow. Trust the signs, okay? Because it's your divine masculine sending you those signs, my feminines. And last message, I secretly hope to run into you whenever I am out and about. You know, so this masculine is really hoping that someday you guys can still come across one another and maybe get the ball rolling towards a casual conversation, and then that conversation turns into where it could ultimately bring you guys back together. That's a possibility. All right, so I wanted to grab some additional dialogue from my Thinking Man Oracle, the Divine Masculine Messages deck, Volume 2. All right, let's see what else, guys. What else does this masculine have to say? Angels and spirit guides, please, for my fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and why this masculine ghosted you. I feel clearly it's already coming through that they've got some regrets. They're reminiscing about the good times that you guys have shared, my feminines, okay? They still have unconditional love for you, so I feel it's just a matter of time before you hear from this person, or you guys inadvertently run into each other, which, if that does happen, then that's meant to be. All right, masculine, what else do you want to say to your feminine? Hell yeah, size does matter, because the size of my love for you is immeasurable. Okay, so clearly that's being communicated here. What else does this masculine want to say to the feminine? Angels and spirit guides, please. And I just feel for some of you guys, you were dealing with a masculine who definitely had some issues. Not very confident in their own skin. But they're ashamed for their actions here. Look at this. I love you, I love you, I love you. Is it sinking in yet? Okay, my feminines, that's coming through for you. Next message. There will never be another love for me like the love I have for you. Regrets. They feel lost. They feel lost without you. They ended up hurting themselves when they hurt you. Damn. Next message. I hate myself for taking you for granted. You were the only one that was always there for me. And now that you're gone, it hurts so much knowing that I can't fix us. Okay, so for some of you guys, you're dealing with a masculine who realizes perhaps that it's too late to fix this. And maybe, my feminine, some of you guys blocked your masculine here to where they can't reach out. Or maybe you've already told them no, that it's a done deal, that you can't go back to this. It's either that or that's just a part of their mentality that they're so freaking ashamed of what they've done that they feel they can't fix this. But the reality of it is that they might just be able to. All they need to do is just take action to be able to fix it. One more. Whoa. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This is a challenge for some of you guys that you are dealing with a masculine who is married. Okay. And that's why for some of you, there is that stalemate. That is why there is this stalemate here. And perhaps part of this interfering mother might have been, giving the masculine some advice. It's like, look, you're married. What are you doing? And now they're coming through with this very ashamed energy. This doesn't apply to everyone, of course, but if you know that your masculine is married, that's a major blockage right there. So what I'm feeling from that, if you were dealing with this, they ghosted you because they had to, not because they wanted to. Okay. Wow. And, trying to find the real me. If they're married and no longer happy in that marriage, then that's something that they need to figure out. It's not your problem. It's theirs, Let's grab one more. I'm feeling one more. All these cards are just flying. Okay. We were best friends. I love you. I need you. I miss you. Will you let me come back to be your best friend again? The $1 million question here. $1 million question, my feminines. Will you let this masculine come back to be your best friend? Especially, too, if you're able to relate to that. If you guys called each other best friends, that's how you saw each other. Okay. Wow. All right. So let's go ahead and grab some additional insight. This is another new deck by my soul sister, Angelic Revelation 144. And it's a deck called Ghostly Whispers of Love Oracle. So let's add to this. Let's see what else needs to come through. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This masculine who ghosted the feminine. If they could express themselves through these cards from their higher self, what is it that they want to communicate to you at this time, feminines? All right, let's see. What is it that they would want to communicate from their higher self? Good night kiss. I always kiss you good night. Maybe you're able to relate to that, that whenever you guys went out on dates or when you guys had to part ways, they always kissed you before they said goodbye. Or, this is just something that you're able to relate to, something about a good night kiss. And those of you clearly, we're focused on separations here because you've been ghosted. So energetically, from this soul level that's represented right here, and you might even feel it. You might feel this masculine's kiss, even from a distance. You might have even dreamt about that. And look at this next message. Right by your side. I will never leave your side. So, for now, what I'm feeling is obviously this could be happening in the 5D, the fifth dimension, rather than in the 3D world. And if they really want to be able to manifest this into reality, then it falls on this divine masculine to be able to do that and take that first initial step so that you guys can collaborate and work on this together. And then there's soul family. I am the spiritual father of your child or children. Oh my God. Whoa. Some of you guys might have even talked about this, having a family someday. Or some of you guys do have children together, but clearly not together. You guys are in separation. Whoa. We have smile. When you are happy, it makes me smile. Okay? So knowing that they've ghosted you, knowing that they've got regrets, that they've hurt you, they're ashamed. They're ashamed of what they've done, what they've said, their actions to hurt you. They acknowledge this, they know this. And you know, if there's a way to for them to keep tabs on you somehow, possibly on social media, if they see that you're happy, that you're actually in a good place in your life, it makes them happy as well. And look at this next message. Astral love. Can you feel me make love to you? You see? You might even be dreaming about those intimate moments with your masculine feminines. Good night kiss. Astral love. Wow. And then we have lovers coming through here. I will always be your lover. Okay, so even in the 5D world, this is how they see you. They're still so attracted to you. They're still so drawn to you because you guys are still connecting on that soul level. That hasn't changed. And look at this. This kind of clarifies a lot. Ghostly embrace. And it says, I embrace you while you sleep. You see? Astral love, astral travel. Wow. Good night kiss. I'll always kiss you good night. So if you're able to relate to that, feminines, I really do feel that you might even pick up off of this, that you feel your divine masculine's presence energetically, or you see them in your dreams. You guys are making love in your dreams or astral travel here. Okay? That's what's coming through there. Wow. That's pretty intense. Pretty intense stuff. All right, guys. So let's add to this with The Journey of Love, Volume 1 and 2 by Bridget of Divine Essentials. So where is this all going to go? Angels and spirit guides, please. For Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Focusing on why the divine masculine ghosted the feminine. So where is this all going to go here for you, my feminines, when it comes to this connection with your masculine? I feel truly that the majority of you tuning in, you're dealing with a masculine who's got a lot of regrets over what's happened. They're losing a lot of sleep over this. Isolated. I'm empty without you. I believe it. I'm lost without you. I'm empty without you. And that is contributing to why they can't get any sleep at night. You know, it's like they're trying to find peace, but they can't. Look at this. We've got jealousy. I've been watching you. Okay? So some of you guys may have already moved on to a new love, and this masculine who ghosted you, they're observing this, they're seeing this, and they're crazy jealous. Look at this next one. Forgiveness. Please forgive me. You see? They know they messed up. They know it. They want your forgiveness, feminines. We have beauty. Still very much attracted to you. Everything about you is perfect to me. Wow. Seduction. I wanted you the moment I saw you. You see? The desire is still here. Look at this. Abandon. Okay, which is pretty much somebody who's ghosted. They know this. They acknowledge it. But it also says, please don't give up. Please don't give up on our connection. I want to come back. And then we've got destiny. I want forever with you. You see? They want to bring this back, guys. They know they messed up. Yes, they ghosted you. They had some issues, clearly. But you are their destination. You are their destiny. My goodness. And lastly, see, telepathic. I can hear you. telepathic communication, when you might possibly be talking to your masculine, either in your dreams or for real, they're picking up off of that stuff. And lastly, I just want loyal companionship, completion. Okay, so clearly they weren't able to be loyal to you before, feminines, because you were possibly dealing with somebody who entered into third-party situations, or just too many issues going on in their life that they could not be there for you. So they detached, they abandoned the relationship, they ghosted you. That's the reality of things. But they want to clearly revive this, it seems. And they want to come back. They feel lost and empty without your presence in their life. That is what's coming through here. That is what's coming through. All right, guys, so let's close this out with some final messages here. Let's grab some healing messages from the angels. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius fire signs for this reading. Some final messages for the collective. And remember, guys, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're guided to tune in, you could watch this a year from now, and if it resonates, great, you know? So no particular time frame. Healing messages, please. Freedom, okay? So freedom from the past, freedom from those heavy burdens, perhaps, my feminines, that you've been carrying. And also it falls on the divine masculine too. You know, freedom from restrictions, freedom from insecurities, freedom from the shame that they might be holding on to, freedom from third-party situations that are toxic, freedom from an interfering mother or even a father. You know, there's so many things that this could apply to. Intentions. This can apply to both of you, both the divine masculine and feminine, because it's very law of attraction and energy. What it is that you're putting out there is what you're going to be attracting more of. So make sure you're coming from a place of positivity and love rather than negativity, pain, frustration, shame, because that's what you're going to be attracting more of. Self-acceptance is very important, and I really feel the divine masculine has to work on this, to accept things for what it is. You know, they ghosted you, it's a done deal, it's a part of the past, and all they can do is focus on working on themselves, clearing whatever issues they've got going on, and taking the time to really love themselves, not just on the outside, but the inside too. And look at this, see? Surrender and release. Surrender and release what is no longer working in one's life. This is something perhaps that you both need to do, but especially the masculine, surrendering and releasing what is no longer serving a purpose in their life, so that if they are wanting to work as a team to revive this partnership, then they're not going to be carrying all of the drama that they had going on when they ghosted you to begin with. And then we have retreat, which is somebody who backs away from a situation. And yes, that could apply to both of you, but I feel in this instance, it's a masculine who has to retreat away from all of the drama that they had going on in their life, including third parties and outside interference and influences. Okay, so let's grab one more here. One more to wrap things up, and then we're done. Body care. So there's something about taking care of yourself physically at this time, my feminines. This could be for the masculine too, but you know, it's coming through as a healing message here. So if some of you guys have been sick, if you haven't been feeling well, or it's just time to really nurture yourself at this point in time, then it's coming through as a healing message. Okay? So that's what I've got, guys. It does appear that this masculine definitely regrets their actions, and they've got a whole lot of stuff going on that they need to address. And I feel, just based off of the messages that have come through here, that they definitely want to come back and collaborate and work as a team for you guys to revive this partnership. All right, guys, so that's what I've got. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below. And that's it for now. Thank you guys so very much. I'll see you next time. Take care.